thank Bonnie Perret for asking me to give this inspiration tonight. I'm not a very good public speaker. As you can see, when she first asked me, I was like, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to public speak. But she said some really nice things about me and my career. And she inspired me to hopefully inspire all of you. There are a lot of inspiring people in my life, but by far the most inspiring is my mother. Growing up, we didn't have a whole lot. My mother was a dog bather, and my dad was a cook for a chain restaurant. And my parents were divorced, and my mother had us full time. And no matter what, no matter how hard it got, she provided for us. She was always there for us, extracurricular, anything, on a very low budget. She started as a bather, made her way as a groomer, opened up her first groom shop, which had a lot of hardships, and now owns a 6-figure mobile dog grooming business here in Florida.
That's awesome.
So my mom taught me the importance of hard work and dedication and to never give up. Because if you want to be on top, you have to lay your first brick on the ground. You can't just magically get to the top of the building. You have to lay bricks, and you have to continually lay those bricks no matter what, no matter how hard it gets. So for myself, I started in the veterinary business as a technician. I loved and cared for my animals, and I enjoyed my job very, very much. But I myself was a single mother, full-time single mother, that was working on a very low income, working paycheck to paycheck, and I knew at the rate I was going, I would never be able to provide college for my son or to give him the things that I felt like he needed. So all of my life, I knew I wanted to be in real estate. I loved HGTV as a kid. When I first moved to Florida, a realtor named Stuart showed us houses, and I absolutely loved what he was doing. I wanted to be that Vanna White. I wanted to show people houses, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. So back to the veterinary business, there was a wonderful client named Patty McKinley, and a wonderful doctor brought us together. And at first I was just going to shadow Miss McKinley and see if real estate was the route that I wanted to go with. And it just so happened that she needed an assistant. And there really was no better mentor in this business than Miss McKinley. I worked for her for almost 2 years, then deciding that I wanted to branch out and do real estate on my own. My mom convinced me to give up my apartment and to move in and to give it a real try. And I did. And my first year was very hard, full of tears, full of failed contracts, hardships. So many times I wanted to give up, but I didn't, even though I did apply to be an apartment leasee, and I almost took a job, and my gut told me not to. I had that job, I could have taken it, I could have had a $30,000, $40,000 salary, and I just knew that I shouldn't give up, and I didn't want to give up. So after my first year, my next year, this year, I am on budget for over $5 million in sales.
Woo-hoo!
I have a savings account, an IRA account, and a college account for my son. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this for a lot of inspiring individuals in my life. And I just so happen to be hopefully working on a $5 million deal with Mr. Sharif here in this building. Fingers crossed. So my words to you all is, if you are falling on hard times and you think that you can't succeed, you can. Lay your bricks, don't give up, keep trying, do whatever you need to do, you will get to the top. And that's all I have to say.